I've had considerable experience observing wind and water disasters and studying them closely. Whether it's Bangladesh or the Indus River floods in Pakistan or Hurricane Katrina or Hurricane Sandy, there are a number of principles that we need to bear in mind when you think about disaster response. A really significant hurricane nor'easter might well bring a storm surge of 20 feet into downtown Boston and into the low-lying areas along the southern coast and the northern coast. This would affect hundreds of thousands of people. The issue of warning, which would be paramount in terms of protecting populations, is significant here because Boston does not like to move. We have seen this in previous hurricanes and nor'easters. People want to stay home and sit it out and they think they're tough. They are tough, but a really significant storm surge is going to overwhelm their coping capacities and they will need to leave. They will delay. That is usually the problem we see in all of these city storms in the United States. They will delay, Boston more than other areas perhaps. And by the time they get the warning that they really have to leave, this is a significant, big one, there are two problems. The electricity might be out, so they will not get that warning. Or when they do decide they have to leave, it will be in a matter of hours before the full force of the storm is upon them, and they will either be trapped as they try to get out, or they will be caught in significant traffic. We've seen the problems with Boston transportation this past winter. There is not simply a robust enough public transport grid to allow low-income people to take public transport out of the city. It doesn't go out of the city. And the second problem is that the roadways are going to be totally jammed with cars and trucks as people try to get out on the meager and fragmenting infrastructure that now represents the hubs out of Boston. So the scenario I would say is that people are going to be caught in their homes in freezing high water and perhaps snow. They will be caught on the highways in freezing storm and high water, and there will be in that situation in darkness and without food and water until the storm subsides. Then there will be a tremendous problem of getting back if they have tried to evacuate, or trying to stay out of the cold, icy waters if they stayed in their homes. We're going to be dealing with a loss of power of all utilities across this section of Boston and inland, but definitely hitting the north and the southern coastal areas as well, that could last for up to weeks. The other big issue is going to be food supply and heat. The food will be rapidly consumed in the retail settings that still have it, and then the resupply to the Boston area will be encumbered by snow, some flooding, and the problems of getting big trucks into Boston to retail areas of distribution. So my sense is that Boston is prepared for many disasters, but the population is not prepared, is not adequately educated about the impending fast danger of a major northeaster storm surge, snow and ice, and then the long tail afterwards that will require considerable self-sufficiency.